The Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture present Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson. Also presented by Adena Springs South, Daily Racing Form, Double Diamond Farm, Gulfstream Park, Jerry Parks Insurance Group, Ocala Breeders Sales Company, Tampa Bay Downs, and Woodford Thoroughbreds.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Thoroughbred Week with 10 stakes races on the card, including a late closing winner of the Grade 1 Starlet Stakes and a photo finish in the Remington Springboard Mile. We begin with fillies and mares at Aqueduct in the Bay Ridge Stakes. Sharifa, the 2-1 favorite. John Embrial has the call.
The quarter 23-3, the half in 48 seconds. And it's Carry Me Away in front here. Carry Me Away by a little more than a length. Sharifa continues to race in second. Temperament Patty, say 3 Hail Marys, third and fourth, so positions unchanged with Carry Me Away still the one to catch. Here's Sharifa now getting closer on the outside. Sharifa, Carry Me Away. It's Sharifa in front as they come into the stretch, and Sharifa quickly opens up here. Sharifa's got a 3-length lead. Say 3 Hail Marys moves to second. Carry Me Away has dropped back. Storied Lady putting in a run on the extreme outside. It is Sharifa, challenged here by Say 3 Hail Marys. Storied Lady is third. Say 3 Hail Marys has won this State-Bred Stakes.
Say 3 Hail Marys, the winner by a length and a quarter over Sharifa. Jose Ortiz aboard the New York bred in 145-3. Say 3 Hail Marys was coming off a second-place finish to Sharifa in the New York Stallion Stakes over the track. The John Morrison trainee turns the tables on her rival to record her first stakes victory. The 4-year-old filly by Repent was bred in New York by her owner, Very Unstable. Say 3 Hail Marys has earned $377,000. Derby Den Stallion Shackelford, the only American Classic winner from the Stormcat sire line. Many of racing's top owners purchase first crop yearlings for over $200,000. Watch for Shackelford's first crop juveniles at the 2016 2-year-olds in training sales. To Remington Park for fillies and mares in the She's All In handicap. California Shipper Savings Account, the even money favorite, Dale Day picks up the call.
Half-mile split, 46 2/5 seconds, moving right along with a half-mile to go, and Cassatt now tries to get some separation from Divas Diamond and is doing so as they go to the far turn. Cassatt, just like that, is out by 2 lengths under Vasquez, who's trying to score the daily double and his nice 6-digit stakes race in the second event of the day. Now rolling wide, here comes the late runner, Savings Account, 3 wide and into second just like that. It's Cassatt on the front, floating off the rail at the quarter pole. Savings Account, wider still, gives chase second. Up the rail, here's Ribbon of Darkness after the awkward gate load. Ribbon of Darkness has the running shoes on, top of the stretch. Cassatt still there. Ribbon of Darkness to the inside. Cassatt, Ribbon of Darkness, they're 3 clear of Savings Account at the 16th pole coming up. Still Cassatt, very game. Ribbon of Darkness is all out, still can't get through. Cassatt trying to limit the space. Cassatt and Ribbon of Darkness, and Cassatt will win the She's All In handicap with an ultra game effort.
9-5 second choice Cassatt holds off 8-1 Ribbon of Darkness by a neck. Ramon Vasquez aboard the Keeneland Souls graduate in 142-4. A 3-time stakes winner at 3 and victorious in the Houston Ladies Classic in her seasonal debut. The Larry Jones trainee making her second start off a 7-month layoff. The 4-year-old filly by Tappet was bred in Kentucky by Mount Brilliant Farm. It was a $300,000 Keeneland September yearling. Cassatt has earned $665,000 for Fox Hill Farms. DRF Breeding, home with the new sire-powered results tool. Access race results from North America. Visit drf.com/breeding for additional information. To Gulfstream Park for the Grade 3 Rampart Stakes. Cali Star, the 9-5 favorite. Larry Comas has the call.
The first quarter mile up in 23 3/5 seconds, and the field racing up the backstretch, where the leader is Pink Poppy. Eddie Castro and Pink Poppy a half length on top of Best Behavior. Legal Laura sent up between those two. Now these 3 across the track, and Moment of Delight comes up after them, 4 wide moving for the turn. Then Kelly Star on the inside, Curlin's Princess. Danessa Deluxe steadily progressing, 5 lengths off the lead. And it's 7 back to Stift. They went 46-2 for a half mile. Around the far turn, Best Behavior sticks her neck out in front. On the inside, Kelly Star, Legal Laura. Danessa Deluxe continues to make progress. Going to have to come 5 wide around Moment of Delight, though. And then comes Curlin's Princess Pink Puppy and Stiffed on the outside. 3/4 in 111 flat. They're into the stretch. And up the rail, it's Cali Star. Best Behavior on the outside, the 2 favorites. But Cali Star getting away now. Cali Star opening up. Best Behavior is next. Moment of Delight and Stiffed on the far outside as Cali Star and Tyler Gaffleone take the rampart by 2.5 lengths on the wire.
Favored Cali Star draws up to defeat 5-2 second choice Best Behavior officially by 3 lengths. A 1-2 finish by Keeneland Sells graduates. Tyler Gaffleone, the winning jockey in 136-1. Cali Star joins the ranks of graded stakes winners off a 6-length allowance victory at Gulfstream Park West. The 4-year-old filly by Street Cry was bred in Kentucky by Bessie Lou Stables. Cali Star has earned $215,000. Marty Wolfson trains the winner for Ben P. Walden Jr. and Larry Taylor. The maiden-winning 3-year-old filly was consigned by TaylorMade Sales Agency to the 2014 Keeneland November sale, where she was purchased by Paul's Mill for $175,000. Grade 3 Rampart Stakes winner Cali Star, the Keeneland Sales Graduate of the Week. Watch Thoroughbred Week replays online at tbredweek.com.
Here comes Blame! Blame has won it ahead!
A photo finish that Blame got!
6 graded stakes wins, 3 Grade 1 victories, 9 consecutive 100-plus buyers. And now, Blame has sired graded stakes quality from his first crop. His first runners are stars at tracks across the country.
It's far from over with a terrific performance!
Eclipse champion Blame at Claiborne Farm.
We've waited nearly 4 decades for a horse to conquer the American Classics. He was worth the wait.
The 37-year wait is over! American Pharoah has won the Triple Crown! A Triple Crown winner, a Breeders' Cup winner, a horse of a lifetime!
Standing at Coolmore America, home of champions.
A Florida bred. He is not just a racehorse. He is our heart. He is our toil and sweat. He soaks up the bright sunshine, becoming mighty and strong. He feasts on our abundant grass and drinks our mineral-rich water. He is a way of life, our champion. His excellence brings us chills as he competes, inspiring us to greatness. He is our purpose, our soul. He is a Florida bred.
Combining the legacy of Kentucky with the fertile breeding ground of Florida, Woodford Thoroughbreds proudly introduces in 2014 Warfront's best son to stand at stud, multiple graded stakes winner, Sold Out, and juvenile Grade 1 winner of the Hopeful Stakes, Currency Swap. Woodford Thoroughbreds, where a new generation of horse racing excellence has begun.
Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish. Florida produced Breeders' Cup Classic winner Mucho Macho Man. Florida is one of the premier breeding regions and training centers in the world. We are a leading prep center for Derby winners and contenders. We boast of premier veterinary research centers and 3 major racetracks. Florida has the largest 2-year-old in training sale in the world, selling horses 6 times annually. Florida is proudly represented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association. Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with the Harlan's Holiday Stakes coming up in this segment. We begin with turf fillies and mares at Gulfstream Park in the South Beach Stakes. Hope Cross, the 5-2 favorite. Larry Comas has the call.
60-1 shots. Celebrity Star runs a 49 flat half mile. And Spectacular Me's 3/4 of a length off of her in second. Endless Light follows in third. Unbridled Courage is going up 4 wide on the turn. Behind the leaders, Lemon Point saving all the ground. Hope Cross is right there. Tuta Paesi's coming 4 wide. And also mounting a charge is Lori Store from the back of the pack. Here comes Lori Store getting going. Wide open in the South Beach as they come to the top of the stretch. And here comes Tuta Paesi and Lori Store. These two take the lead. Unbridled Courage is next. Hope Cross is gaining ground on the inside. Tuta Paesi, Hope Cross. On the outside, Lori Store, Tuta Paesi, and Krista Carlo have won it.
7-1, 2D Paisi holds off the late closing favorite Hope Cross by a length and a quarter. Chris DiCarlo up in 131-2. A multiple stakes winner in Italy at 2 and victorious in the Ginger Brew Stakes at Gulfstream in her 3-year-old debut. 2D Paisi was last seen taking the Suffolk Downs Distaff Turf Stakes. Bill Mott trains the Irish-bred 5-year-old mare by Clodoval for Valor Ladies. 2D Paisi has earned $361,000. For all your insurance needs, a specialist at Jerry Parks Insurance Group is there to assist you with 40 years of exceptional coverage. Look for Jerry Parks, John Cassidy, or Kelly Weeks at the January sales. Next from Gulfstream Park, turf horses in the El Prado Stakes. Aztec Brave at 9-5, a slight favorite over Reporting Star. Once again, here's Larry Colmus.
The field makes their way into the turn where Siente Say and McKagan are on even terms. And these two have run a 48 and 2 half-mile and lead by a length and a half to Plainview. As Reporting Star comes under a ride. And waiting on the rail is Aztec Brave. Corey Lannery looks for running room here in 5th. Just in behind the leaders, traveling well at this stage. Just looking for a spot to go as Aztec Brave as they come toward the top of the stretch. They're turning for home here. It is McKagan in front. Aztec Brave finding running room now just to the outside of McKagan and inside of Reporting Star. And they come into the final 60th. Reporting Star on the outside. Between horses, Aztec Brave to the front. Aztec Brave, Reporting Star, these two. Reporting Star, Aztec Brave bobbing heads down to the line. Looked like it was Reporting Star.
Reporting Star holds off Aztec Brave by a head. The Florida bred under high weight of 123 pounds and Miguel Vasquez in 131-1. Winner of the Grade 2 Play the King Stakes at Woodbine, Reporting Star has won or placed in 8 stakes for Copper Water Thoroughbred Company, which purchased the promising stakes horse privately as a 3-year-old. Reporting Star has earned nearly $590,000. Pat Parente trains the winner. The 5-year-old horse by Circular Key was bred in Florida by Gilbert Campbell. Florida breds, race him or chase him. Next from Gulfstream Park, the Harlan's Holiday Stakes over the main track. Valid, the 9-5 favorite. Again, here's Larry Colmus.
The gray Mr. Jordan and Joe Bravo lead the field up the backstretch in the Harlan's Holiday. And they're in the clear by a length and a half to Senor Quisqueano in second. Valid is third to the inside of Ease. Holiday follows in fourth. Just Call Kenny is fifth. Made from Lucky is sixth as they move into the turn. 5 lengths off the lead. Then Encryption and Lynx. Around the far turn, Mr. Jordan ran 46 and 3 for a half-mile and leads the way clearly by a length and a half. And Valid is running in second position on the far turn. Amise Holiday follows in fourth. In on the far outside, Made from Lucky gets going, and Made from Lucky is gaining ground, but Mr. Jordan and Valid are 1, 2 through 3 quarters in 1, 10 and 4, and they're into the stretch. Mr. Jordan joined by Valid on the outside. Valid and Mr. Jordan, and Valid takes the lead. It is Valid in front. To the outside, Made from Lucky is second. Mr. Jordan is third. It's going to be Valid and Made from Lucky, and it's going to be Valid.
Valid holds off Made from Lucky by 3/4 of a length. A 1-2 finish by Keeneland Sells graduates. Javier Castellano aboard in 142-1, a 101 Beyer speed figure. A 2-time graded stakes winner this year, DeMarcus Vitale trainee was coming off a 5th place finish in the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile. The 5-year-old gelding by Medalla d'Oro was bred in Virginia by Edward P. Evans. It was a $500,000 Keeneland September yearling. Cross Sabers Farm purchased the racing prospect for $115,000 as a maiden 3-year-old. Valid has earned $833,000. The Spendthrift Farm stallion of the week is Patio Prado, Grade 1 winning millionaire and a son of Sires El Prado. Patio Prado is rising up the freshman sire list with a dozen first crop winners, including Sutton Smile, a fast-closing third in the Grade 1 Starlet Stakes.
Eye-popping 108 and 4. Flat out in front. Flat out is still in front. Flat out by 3 coming down to the wire. Flat out wins, and here comes Flat out. Who's full out? It's Flat out to win the Cigar Mile.
In this game, there's no room for second best.
To be the best, you need the best.
Actistatin Equine, clinically proven joint protection. 3 U.S. patents and 2 clinical trials prove Actistatin Equine is the most powerful joint formula on the planet. Superior absorption helps your athlete lubricate, strengthen, renew. No other product even comes close. Find your best with Actistatin.
Ask your veterinarian or call for a free consultation. 866-587-7333.
There's a new day dawning in Florida. Never before has a Breeders' Cup Classic winner retired to stud in the Sunshine State. Until now. Adena Springs presents 3-time Grade 1 winner and earner of over $4 million, Fort Larned. New to Adena Springs South.
Don't you know Hail Marys are long shots? But even a long shot can be a winner, like at Tampa Bay Downs. Because at Tampa Bay Downs, well, jockey?
At Tampa Bay Downs, you can have a lot of fun, maybe win a little money, watching the horses run.
Awesome. Grandstand admission is free on weekdays and only $2 on weekends. So you think you can catch a race or 2?
Yeah, maybe a long shot will pay off for me.
Tampa Bay Downs, live it up at the Downs.
I've got a to-do list and 5 acres of fresh air.
Top 3 tools: hammer, screwdriver, front loader.
Happiness is a drive over mower deck.
A John Deere dealer can teach tractors to anybody.
In the right hands, an iMatch Quick Hitch could probably cure most of the world's problems.
That's how we run, and nothing runs like a Deere. John Deere is a proud sponsor of the Breeders' Cup.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with a photo finish in the Springboard Mile coming up in this segment. 2-year-old stakes action is presented by BC2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC2A Paste. 2-year-old fillies at Remington Park in the Trampee Stakes. Family Tree, the 8-5 favorite. Dale Day has the call.
Up the backstretch to the far turn. And My Master Plan still there. The pressure cranked up now. Midnight on Oconee is right there. Family Tree is 5 wide. Make it 4 wide, excuse me. Now into third. Texas Gem now in traffic is 3 lengths back fourth. Gap of 5 then to another Bond Girl. Go No Go has begun to rally as they pass the quarter pole. My Master Plan still there. And My Master Plan, something left in the tank. She's stretching out today and doing it well so far. She is up by 3, up the rail. Here comes a run from Texas Gem, outside Family Tree, also still in the mix, Midnight on Oconee, and Doro Danza is fired from the back. They're at the 16th. It's My Master Plan still there. Doro Danza like a rocket coming on strongly. A line begging for My Master Plan, tight to the line. I think Doro Danza caught her on the inside, all the way from the back.
And let's take another look at that photo finish. It's undefeated Master Plan with the lead, under 121 pounds, and Luis Quinones. But Dora Danza is closing rapidly up the rail, toting 116 pounds, and Chris Landeros. But My Master Plan holds off the late charge of Dora Danza by a head. Race favorite Family Tree fades to third. The mile over the sloppy sealed track in 1:38.4. My Master Plan has teamed up with Quinones to win all 4 starts at Remington Park, including a pair of stakes victories. The filly by Oratory was bred in Texas by Dan Magayu. My Master Plan has earned $130,000 for Joyce Magayu. To Los Alamitos for the King Gloria Stakes. Found Money, the even money favorite, Frank Miramati has the call.
Glory Bound on even terms with Turn Your Eyes midway on the turn. Tough It Out is a length and a half back third. Found Money still traveling very kindly. Outside of him, Chingon to the Bone will be caught wide, turning for home. Viviendo El Sueño is finding his best stride, but he's caught 7 wide as they straighten away. Found Money has a clear path, and he's poised to pounce on Glory Bound, taking the lead, coming toward the 8th ball. Chingon to the Bone is running a brave one. Extreme outside, Viviendo El Sueño. Tough It Out is at the rail. Found Money and a tough Glory Bounder head and head with a 16th to go. Found Money or Glory Bound. Found Money has the upper hand, and Found Money wins the King Glorious by a little more than a length.
The favorite, Found Money, scores officially by a length and a quarter over Glory Bound. Mario Gutierrez aboard in 1:37.2. Winner of the Santa Anita Juvenile Stakes and runner-up in a pair of stakes at Del Mar, the Doug O'Neill trainee was coming off a 4th place finish in the Grade 3 Delta Downs Jackpot. The colt by Square Eddie was bred in California by his owner, Redham Racing. A stablemate of juvenile champion-elect Nyquist, Found Money has earned $286,000. Found Money paid $4 to win and is the Malone's favorite of the week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. To Remington Park for 2-year-olds in the Springboard Mile. Del Mar maiden winner Esposito, the 7-5 favorite. Once again, here's Dale Day.
They're off in the Springboard Mile. Out first, there goes Giant Trick, the maiden on the lead from the far outside. Cash Bonus trying to get there before the turn does. Up the rail, Esposito and Blue Wings in the early mix as well. It is Giant Trick on the front by 3 parts of the length. Blue Wings is second outside. Esposito inside is third. Uncle Bernie and Cash Bonus moving together outside and gaining ground as they go to the backstretch. Battle Tap stays in 6th, about 5.5 back. Discreetness and Cut a Corner to the outside of Battle Tap. Down inside is Sudden Breaking News, and at the back is Better Than Magic Last. 9 from the front, 23 and 2/5 seconds for the opening quarter mile. Midway up the backstretch, it's still Giant Trick winging it out there. Blue Wings with the pressure just a head back second. Cash Bonus is now third to the outside with a clear path within a length of the front and a half mile to go. Uncle Bernie dropping back. Esposito takes over 4th as they move towards the far turn. Discreetness is outside 6th. Up the rail advancing methodically is Sudden Breaking News ahead of Battle Tap, Cut a Corner, and Better the Magic at the back. 7 lengths front to back as they bunch up into the turn. 46 and 2/5 seconds for the half mile. And changes up front. Blue Wings takes over from Giant Trick. But Cash Bonus is right there to the outside. Esposito switched off the rail and is now full of run. Farther out 5 wide. That's Discreetness. Off the turn, it's Blue Wings at the rail. Cash Bonus, Esposito. Discreetness 4th. Sudden Breaking News looking for a lane. Cash Bonus trying to battle back with a furlong to go. Esposito there. Now drops in. Esposito on the lead. Discreetness outside. Here comes Sudden Breaking News trying to get between runners at the 16th pole in the Springboard Mile. Discreetness outside. Sudden Breaking News continues to come on. Sudden Breaking News. Discreetness. These two on the line. Bobby Noses at the finish in the Springboard.
Another photo finish at Remington Park. As Esposito begins to fade, it's 9-1 Discreetness taking over the lead in deep stretch with John Cord up. But 3-1 second choice Sudden Breaking News is closing rapidly between horses under Luis Quinones. But Discreetness holds on to take the photo by a nose. A 1-2 finish by Keeneland Sells graduates. The favorite Esposito has to settle for third. The mile in 1:39 flat. Our first out maiden winner at Arlington Park and an 8.5 length allowance winner at Churchill Downs. Discreetness finished a distant 4th in the Street Scent Stakes under the Twin Spires. The colt by Discreet Cat was bred in Kentucky by Trackside Farm and Tin Lane Farm. It was a $67,000 Keeneland September yearling. Express Thoroughbreds purchased the colt for $105,000 at the OBS March 2-year-old sale. Trained by Jinx Fires, Discreetness has earned $192,000. John Cork with the Safe Ride of the Week, presented by Sally Horse Fans, the safest way to the winter circle. Coming up, a late run to victory in the Starlet.
But Bahamian Squall has won the Sunshine State.
Bahamian Squall in front from Trinity Bird, Jackson Bend far outside. It's Bahamian Squall to win the Smile.
Since Florida's first Kentucky Derby winner, Needles, in 1956, Florida has produced 50 national champions, the 11th Triple Crown winner, 13 Classic winners, 155 millionaires, memorable performances, and 26 Breeders' Cup winners. Produce your next champion in Florida.
Competitive edge, the winner by 4.5 lengths.
And embellished the lace has gone all the way in the Alabama. Unhappy has won the sprint. What a racehorse.
For yearlings, brood mares, breeding prospects, and racing prospects. Shop the Keeneland January Horses of All Ages sale, because opportunity has no off-season. The Keeneland January Horses of All Ages sale, Monday, January 11th through Friday, January 15th.
Time for the feature race of the week, presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. To Los Alamitos for the Grade 1 Starlet Stakes. Undefeated Pacific Heat, the 2-1 favorite. Here's the call by Frank Miramati.
And they're off. Treasuring began well. Her stablemate Pretty and Cool is showing sharp early speed, extreme outside. And now Pretty and Cool takes the lead. Stays in Vegas is in between them. The pace appears very moderate through the opening furlong. Pacific Heat in the pink colors goes a little bit wide into the turn, and Mama's Sugar was forced even wider. Street Fancy in the black colors is 4 lengths off the lead. Surfside Tiara is racing in between horses. Patriotic Diamond is taken in hand, and Sutton Smile is the trailer. 6 furlongs to run. Pretty and Cool takes over, opens up 1.5 lengths, stays in Vegas in the clear second, and Treasuring on the Rail is in third. They're followed by Pacific Heat, who's kept in the clear on the outside. Surfside Tiara is in 5th, 5 lengths off the pace. Then Street Fancy and Mama Sugar side by side. Patriotic Diamond between those two. And Sutton Smiles at the back. 8 lengths covers the field, a half mile from home. Pretty and Cool is the leader. Treasuring moves through on the inside to be within 3/4 of a length. Stays in Vegas, has had a perfect trip third. Pacific Heat is just outside of her. She's a joint third now and moving in. Behind them comes Surfside Tiara, 5 lengths off the lead. Sutton Smile is the gray, making progress in the white blinkers. Then it's Street Fancy as the field turns for home. Pretty and Cool is asked the question now, and she opens up 2.5 lengths. Stays in Vegas, takes up the chase gamely in second. Pacific Heat on the outside of her. Then comes Treasuring and Sutton Smile. There's 1/8 of a mile to go. Stays in Vegas, cutting into the lead of Pretty and Cool. Here's Street Fancy erupting along the inside. And Street Fancy comes to tackle, stays in Vegas. Street Fancy with a stellar rally, stays in Vegas. Street Fancy wins the Starlet.
Street Fancy closes strongly to defeat, stays in Vegas by a length. Mike Smith aboard in 1:44 2. Smith was also up when Street Fancy broke her maiden on debut at Santa Anita, and when the Phil D'Amato trainee finished a close third in the Desi Arnaz Stakes at Del Mar. The filly by Street Sense was bred in Kentucky by Hunter Valley Farm and was bought back at 4 different sales. Street Fancy has earned $223,000 for Agave Racing. We'll have the Grade 1 Los Alamitos Futurity next week here on Thoroughbred Week.
Thoroughbred Week is presented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture. Online at tbredweek.com.